Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and the Invaders, issue number 1. My God, I knew this was going to be good. Didn't know just how good this was going to be. Let's get started on this, my peeps, because this deserves it. Writer Chip Zdarsky, artists Carlos Magno with Butch Juice, color artist Alex Guimarães, letters VC's Travis Lanham, cover Butch Juice and Romulo Fierro Jr. A whole bunch of variant covers up in here. And Carlos Lau is the graphic designer. Let's just not forget that Bill Everett created the Submariner. So, dude, there's some serious stuff in here, man. We've got Jim Hammond, the original Human Torch, the android, later on revealed to be a synthezoid. He's actually going around and interviewing Captain America because his friend Randall Peterson, somebody who, I think this is Randall Peterson's first appearance in the comics, plus his daughter Nay Peterson, which is actually short for Namor Peterson because Randall was saved twice back in World War II by Namor specifically. His daughter has some funny commentary on that. So, all of this is going down, and Captain America and, oh, for crying out loud, well, Iron Man, of course, but basically Captain America realizes that Namor's losing his mind, so he's going to go and he's going to try and help him, but Captain America's more of the direct route type, so he's going to go straight to Atlantis to try and help his friend. Namor isn't at Atlantis at the current moment, though. Please leave a message. He'll get back to you as soon as he, comes back home. But he goes back off to the Vodani. Now, if you remember the Vodani from back in the Namor book, I forget who wrote that. Was it Chip Zdarsky? I don't think so, but maybe it was. I can't actually remember. Go back and check out the review. The Namor, the Best Defense, the Defenders, one of the Defenders tie-ins. Anyhow, this is just a couple weeks ago. But we saw the Vodani for the first time in a while, and it's like, hey, you got to join us, and no, we're not going to join you. This time he goes back and he pulls one of those Avengers issue number 9, I think it was, kind of routines where he goes up to Stingray, he's like, join me. No? Bat, 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 knocks him unconscious. Well, in this case, he doesn't bother knocking the king unconscious of the Vodani when he says no, because, well, the leader of the Vodani. Instead, he summons the water. Oh my God. Hold on now. So now he's got Mira level powers. Mira from the Aquaman comics over in DC. What the frig? So something's changed. Something's changed. And I really do hope that doesn't stay changed like that. Namor's powerful enough as Namor just needs to be that guy who reminds people just how powerful he really is. You know what I'm saying? Like Thor level strength, practically. He don't need no extra powers. That would just be so absurd. So hopefully there's just something there. He's being possessed or something. Anyway, like by an elemental or something. Anyway, there's a whole bunch more that happens in here. Namely, we come to find out, this is the most important, crucial, key feature here. This is issue number 1, so there's going to be a couple spoilers. Most importantly, here's this spoiler. The original Human Torch notices a picture that looks fairly, well, not recent, but more recent than World War II of Namor. Namor was amnesiac for a very long time, for like decades, all right, in between World War II and when he was finally rediscovered by the original Human Torch. Excuse me, not the original Human Torch, the new Human Torch, Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four. I think that was Fantastic Four issue number 2 where this happened. Now, this is actually interesting because I'm remembering one of the X-Men Grand Design books by Ed Piskor. Ed Piskor wrote and drew everything there. I think he even lettered the book, and it was very original looking comic book paper. This is one of the best comic books that's been out, and I have read it I've read them several times. There's been 4 issues, if I remember correctly, so far. I've read the hell out of these things, and they're combining and minimalizing the Marvel Extended Universe. They're changing a couple of things. adding a couple little things here and there, things that I didn't think were necessarily that important. At one point, Magneto and Professor X are talking about Namor, and like, he may be a mutant. He is. And they go after him. They go to try and, convert him to their sides, respectively. And that's actually kind of important, because here we realize that Randall knew Namor after World War II, hung out with him during the times when he was amnesiac. There was a third person in that photo. It was a very young walking Professor X. Professor X has been known to make people lose their memories, right? Make them forget things. He can make someone amnesiac. For crying out loud, he did it to partially to Jean Grey for the longest time, until it was unlocked and she realized that she was the host of the Phoenix. This is an absolutely insane comic book, man, and this just draws on so much. The reason for all this is quite simple. It's Mr. Chip Zdarsky. This guy is amazing and incredible. I've said this for a very long time. I've been saying that before he was popular amongst, a lot of the other channels, because I had a very fortunate opportunity to be able to speak with him right here in Mississauga a year and a half ago or so, a little over a year ago. And man, the stuff that this guy has in his head is incredible, genuinely impressive. If I could write half as well as this guy, So he's got this history here. And there's more. There's so much more. This draws on so much to just bring all of these ideas together, man. So I'm looking at the Invaders to be an amazing series. I forget. I don't remember if I'd seen that this only goes to so many pages, or to so many issues. But my God, man, this thing could just go and go and go, because there's an incredible story here. And I can't wait for it to unravel. This should be a bi-weekly comic book. Bi-monthly comic book. Bi-weekly. This should be a bi-weekly comic book, man. I'm so sad that it's not. Anyway, I'm looking forward so much to issue 2. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.